Aquarius, welcome. Your energy signature right now is not good. It took me some time to sit in it because it feels gray, dark, dreary, detached, heartless, cold. Not at all like the usual Aquarius energy that I tap into. Okay? No offense to you guys, but normally y'all up in your head. I mean, Aquarius and Gemini readings are usually cray. You know, I tapped into this one and it was like, whoa, what is this? It is heavy. It drags you down. It's like nothing. It's a very creepy energy. Okay. But it makes you feel, okay, it's making me feel like nothing. It is very detached. It is like I am inside of myself trying to scream and get out, and it's being muffled. There is this cloud of despair, darkness, despair, draining energy. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. It's like every day, right? Anxiety could be getting worse. Confusion, you could be forgetting things, not sleeping well, nausea, okay? GI issues. All right. We're going to get into it. I did pull some cards and there is something going on. If you are on social media a lot, if you watch YouTube a lot, if you happen to do spiritual work possibly on YouTube, TikTok, any social media really, if you do anything on the internet at all, if you're around anyone that does spiritual work, maybe via the internet, it feels like there's a specific group being targeted, okay? And I don't know if this is coming through your energy because Aquarius 11th house, right, is groups and internets and technology and things like that. But that's what it's hitting. The message, it's like it is consistently trying to be distorted while I'm trying to get it. So I've put a lot of heavy protection on. Okay, we've got our music going. We got our smokes. We're doing things. I'm not concerned. I've got the viewers covered. Someone doesn't want you self-aware. You know something. You think you know something. You feel something is off. You could be receiving, messages while you're dreaming. You might shrug them off, or someone is like I just started laughing them off, like it's you're silly. What a weird dream. I'm getting deja vu right now. I feel like I have said that in a reading to you before, months ago. Gosh, maybe a year ago. I mean, it's been a while. Whatever you know, you think you know, you saw, you found out something you remember somebody telling you, something you remember from a dream, okay? It's true. And someone does not want you speaking that. There is a reason. Stick with me, guys. Even if you don't believe in magic, spells, witchcraft, etc. I'm not saying you have to. I'm asking you to please open your mind and remember that when I talk about magic, witchcraft, spells, spell work is speaking, spelling, words, we speak them, spelling, that is spell work, okay? It really is that simple. This is not Hogwarts. It really is that simple, guys. The English language was made the way it was for a specific reason. Magic is just energy work. It's energy manipulation. Everything is energy, okay? So this is not, not something crazy, but it can be, and it can be misused. And this is a group misusing it for very malicious, nefarious reasons. This is dark work. This is dark energy. I know that there are practitioners, readers, whatever you want to call them, okay, that are doing work online. And it is not authentic. I'm not talking about those that truly believe, and maybe they're just beginners. No. I'm talking about the ones that consciously know what they're doing is faking something, copying something, putting out a specific message to cause specific things to happen. And you can watch them, they can, blow up on the feed because they know how to do that and not even realize what is happening. I do know that those of us fighting the good fight are trying to combat that. And some have been falling off, okay? But I don't know why exactly now. But it's like the attacks are getting stronger. Monetary based, monetary driven. I just heard it's monetary driven. So everything is financially driven, okay? Money driven. So when we are doing things just for the sake of money, okay, that's from a low vibration. It's the obsession over the earthly matters, okay? That's the Devil's card in tarot. Y'all know that card. Y'all know who that is. Hey, Lucy. You're a douche. I do have to say Aquarius, right? For legal disclaimer purposes, technically, tarot videos on YouTube are for entertainment purposes only. My videos are for 18 and over, etc., etc. All the fine print and the fancy dancy details are in the description box below. I would love for you guys to comment on this. If it's speaking to you, maybe any experiences you've had. My email's in the description box below too. You can reach out to me. The more that we speak out about this and the more that we do something, the more change we can make. You hear what I'm saying? Those of us who do this work, it doesn't matter how we do it, right? We all have different types of gifts, different types of purposes. It doesn't matter how we do it, but those of us that do it, we're doing it for a reason, to make you aware of something, whatever our specific purpose is, to make you aware of something, to help you heal something, okay? To awaken you to something, etc. These people aren't doing that. And there's a reason. The thing is there's not a specific recipe to it. They're all doing different little things, and it's what they say. It is what they're saying that you are listening to. You are engaging, with the video. Maybe not you personally. I'm saying as a collective, right? We are, some are engaging with the video, liking it, subscribing, buying readings from them, okay? Commenting, giving them the energy, okay? Now, it's like I got indoctrination when I channeled your stuff. It was just 10:55 on the timer. Indoctrination, time to release. Attack your shadow work or something. Do something. Don't just sit there. There's rigid thinking, lifestyle, relationships, authenticity, what we truly value. Someone is listening to the wrong people. They're getting bad advice. Someone is not a good judge of character. Now, this is giving someone maybe you're collabing with, somebody online, somebody, in your community, in a group setting, okay? Something, there's normal looking folk around you who have ill intention. I don't say this to make you paranoid. If this is for you, you already have some feeling, some knowing deep within you. If you have to think about this or try to make it fit, then you're not experiencing it. Maybe you want to stay and continue to listen to the video so that if something comes up and then you have someone in your life that is experiencing it, you can give them some guidance, okay? Tarot videos are also very helpful for that. They can be great learning tools if you listen. So we're going to get into it. I pulled some thoughts, mood, feelings, emotions for you, Aquarius, and to find out what this energy was that I was feeling, because it's so, okay, there's no word. I gotta look at this. My rainbow's always on. Look at that. It was out. Let's undim your light, shall we? Let's bring some color back into your life, huh? I say yes. Let's bring some color back into your life. There, that's better. So what's Aquarius's energy? Agitated, jealous, insincere, arrogant. Thought the grass was greener, but now they see they were wrong. Extremely selfish and greedy. Gets angry and triggered at the mere thought of you because they don't want you to succeed. And I thought, well, those are kind of those are conflicting, right? What flew out like to a different side of these? Inquisitive, self-aware. That sounds like Aquarius energy. Dedicated to maintaining authority over your own life. That sounds like Aquarius energy as well. Standing up for yourself and speaking truths unapologetically. Aquariuses are not afraid to think outside the box, be outside the box, be a little different than everybody else. You're okay with that. That sounds like Aquarius energy. They're trying to cover this up, and these kind of all over the place, making it seem dark or like you are, not mentally well. Like you're just jealous, right? You're just pissed about something, you're just not, you're not all right in the head. This feels like this is like projected towards you, and everything that you're going through and getting drained from you, okay? Because now there is definitely, I just heard it, yes, there's definitely personal, intimate relationships where someone you are with, you do not know that person like you think you do. And you will know that message is for you if that just hit you in the gut when I said it. Or some alarm bells went off in your head and you said, so-and-so told me that about their person. Like, you will know. Remember, this is not a personal reading. I am not channeling your personal energy, okay? Yes, I offer that, but this is collective. So I'm going to get messages, and some might be for you and some might not, okay? This is definitely pulling someone into a lower, like the lowest vibrational energy that I have felt in a very long time. It is the kind of energy that when you are high vibrational and you are someone who does, energy reading and things like that, it's hard to sit in the same room with this person because the energy gives you the ick. You know what I mean? It's like a serial schmiller sitting at the back of the room and you can feel them and like staring at you. It's like, oh, I got to get out of here. That's how this energy feels. And it's like the lower they can drag it out of you, the better. And this is like targeting people that have a purpose. And it's like I just heard they were ripped off their timelines, which is your path. Okay. You were here. Something happened. All right. You went a different direction in life. That's all it is. Okay. People use fancy terms, but that's what it is. So they went a different path. And this is like getting bamboozled. Okay. It happens. None of us are perfect. It's like getting bamboozled to go down a different path. And these people are very good. And they end up like slowly draining. Well, basically it's like life force, it's our vitality, our energy, it's what makes us, because it's so potent and it's so strong. And then they manifest off of it and they make money. They do all kinds of things. And there is no regard whatsoever to the other person's human life or anybody else that they harm in any way, right? Emotionally, mentally, whatever. It's rough. Now, I'm being guided to go through each one of these individually, okay? There's some rough shit in here, y'all. I'm going to go through them real quick. Arguments and conflict. Sexual assault. Doing actual spell work towards you with negative intention. Self-medicating with illegal substances. Spiritual attacks. My web root, threat removal, real-time shield, web shield, identity protection notification just came up at a time that it's not scheduled to. It's an odd time. That doesn't come up at that time, so that's a sign. You're protected. You're being protected. A notice to put up protection, your awareness, okay? Mixed signals, spiritual attacks, mixed signals. They're trying to mix up signals. They want things scrambled. So things mix in with other stuff and you can't read what they're doing, because there are some of us on this platform that can have that come out, when we do our readings, and it would expose them. They're doing a lot of energy manipulation here. Moving forward, not looking back. We're going to get into each of these cards. And I got to be honest, when I thought, okay, so maybe somebody is putting the past behind them and they're just moving forward, gung ho. This feels like someone doesn't want someone else looking in the past. Don't look at what I did. Don't, like, almost memory manipulating spells. It's very weird. Doing something nefarious on the dark web. Burglary of a home or business. Lying to your face. Exchanging sexual favors to have charges dismissed. And I just heard, you know who you are and you're getting caught. I'm just the messenger, guys. Alcohol addiction. By the time this all comes out, there will be no apologizing, no second chances, nothing. Too much has been done. I just heard severed their divine connection. Permanently. Something is akin to doing an unforgivable curse, like in Harry Potter. Remember, art imitates life, imitates art, guys. Things we see on TV are not really that far off. Using someone you care about for their money. Money. Everything is financial. Knows they're about to get exposed and planning to go on the run. I just heard won't happen. But hey, I like your optimism. Shout out NF. That's a line from him. Purposely causing you delays to set you back. The longer they can keep, people out of their high vibration and doing what they're, feeling called to do, the better for them. And one of the first things I got when I started to channel your energy, Aquarius, was that your energy is bringing down the collective energy. And I thought that was weird. That's why I sat with it longer, because I was like, that is a big message. It is. And this is why. Can't stop thinking about you. Someone is with someone. I just heard that they duped. They duped someone into being with them. It was severe. I just heard severe manipulation. Something was okay, wow. Okay, I just heard mind-altering DRUG. Oh, then I just heard punishable by law. That is serious. That's like someone doesn't even really know that happened. That is, oh God. But thoughts of a person, right, like it's giving whoever they were with or whoever maybe they were going toward. There's something here about a connection to someone. And it's starting to come through. All right. And it's like the partner knows. So I just heard triple down. I was going to say double down. No, they're like tripling down. And there is a thing about like not stopping. There's like this 24/7 revolving door of like constant. I don't know how they do it. I just heard mining. Okay. But they just keep something going. Financial fraud, deception done for personal financial gain. Misuse, abuse of authority. Love bombing. Getting together with friends. I just heard something's not as innocent as you think. White positive magic, high vibrational. They might say that's what they're doing or that they're protecting something. Maybe that somebody on the outside of you is actually the one causing it and they're trying to help. But at this time, those of us that are trying to, we're doing the right thing, right? We're trying to raise the collective energy. I know we are doing what we can, right, to protect the viewers, our fellow Soul Tribe members, etc. And if you watch tarot videos, you'll notice there are readers that do that. They'll tell you, like, I'm protecting you guys, I'm doing this, I'm cleansing this, because they're dedicated. They're doing it for a reason, and they really care about your well-being. As they should. We should all care about each other's well-being. In a sexual relationship with current partner's friends behind their partner's back, hiding their addictions. Having nightmares and haunted by all of the terrible things that they did to you. Discord with friends. This could be arguments with friends. It can also mean the Discord app. So like, which is a gamer's app, but it's a way to go in and have a bunch of little like forum type chats. If anybody uses Slack, it's very similar to that. I love Discord. But there's a lot of groups and stuff on there that you can get into. So that could be it too. I got the storm is ending, calm is coming, and then the calm before the storm. And one of the things I got was like, there's the hamster wheel and it's wearing out. And it's because it's a constant loop. Every time you think something is ending, it begins again. It just keeps going. Situation, relationship with an older man. And there's these get rough guys. So offshore and or foreign bank accounts to hide money. They regret making you feel replaceable. Accessing content on phone and or computer without authorization. Hacking into accounts. Get a DNA test. Don't be so quick to assume you're the dad. That's for someone. If you guys have any Scorpio placements, you could, if you want to, check out Scorpio. All the sign readings together make one big story. So there's usually a little bit of something about what we got going on in each of them. Okay, don't get stuck to like just watching your top 3, etc. We are so much more than that. But in that one, the trying to trick you into getting them pregnant so they can trap you card came out. And then in this one, get a DNA test. Don't be so quick to assume you're the dad. This feels like somebody has this weird feeling or something. And it's like strongly that don't ignore that. If something is continuously nudging you, don't ignore it. Lean into it. Look into it. And if it's nothing, it's nothing. But what if it's something? How many times have you had nudges and things like that that you didn't pay attention to? And you ended up going, damn it, I should have paid attention to that, right? Getting exposed, arrested, found guilty in court, and sentenced to prison. I just heard that is their fate. It is inevitable. Just a messenger, guys. It's not for you. This is for whoever is doing it. And I just heard they heavily watch all the videos. So I give the message as I'm called to. Plans to or is blackmailing with secret sexual tapes they recorded. And this came out as well. Secretly recording the two of you during sex. I already in the energy, I had nausea, and then I went through these and I was like, oh my goodness. Okay. And then this one, attempted murder plot. This is giving, willing to do whatever they need to do to get what they want, to quiet you, to silence you, financial, whatever. I don't understand it, but I don't think like that. Okay. I have a hard time even wrapping my head around this stuff because it's fucking weird. Okay, guys, that's all there is to it. It's fucking weird. All right. Anywho, we're going to get into those. Amanda Lewis, Energies of Affliction. Okay, this is all the crazy shit. It's going to tell us a little more about what they're doing. Okay. Yeah. There's the mind games. Psychological manipulation through confusion, lies, or deceit to control or dominate another person. A binding jar. Used to bind a person or situation, often to stop harmful behavior or influence. It goes both ways. This mind games, this is kind of like using a binding jar, because they can be used for good or bad. Binding jar to like keep someone there, or to, there are some ways to stop someone from trying to like block what you're doing, or protection and things like that. They get pretty savvy with their deceit and nasty ways. 3355 on the timer. I don't suggest ever trying to do anything that takes away anybody's free will or anything harmful, anything towards another person unless you are protecting them. Like only good things. What Katy Perry say? So you want to play with magic? What you put out comes back to you. I just heard tenfold. No one is exempt from that. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. They lost divine protection. Yes, guys, they're real. It's not made up. And furthermore, witches and warlocks are not bad. Technically, witches are healers. Technically. Yes, there are dark ones. On my channel, I don't call them witches because I think it's disrespectful to what a witch is. They're made to do good things, not harm. I call them bitches because that's exactly what they are. A group of witches and warlocks who come together to perform rituals, cast spells, and harness collective magical energy, often guided by a leader or elder and united in their practice of the craft. Notice, it doesn't say anything about doing anything dark, because that's not what it's supposed to be about. But, you know, everything good we have, somebody's got to come along and ruin it. For the good people, because that's what they do. Hexing spells designed to bring bad luck, misfortune, or obstacles into someone's life, often as a form of punishment. You know, if somebody's not doing what they want, somebody wants to leave them, somebody's exposing what they're doing in a reading, it doesn't freaking matter. Anytime, you know, somebody doesn't do what they want. This is their version of a hissy fit. A temper tantrum, if you will. Paying a dark practitioner. Paying a dark practitioner. So, I told you, soul depletion rituals. Rituals designed to drain a person's soul energy over time, leaving them feeling hollow, tired, or disconnected. Thank you again, Spirit, for the confirmation. And again, another confirmation. Silent influence. Unseen and unnoticed energy manipulation that affects someone's decisions, emotions, or actions. What'd I say? They are very good at how they do it. You don't even know it's being done. It's disgusting. Separation spells. I tell you. Pull people off of their path. Get them to go a different way. Used to create distance or break relationships, whether romantic, business, or friendships, often with the intent to cause discord. Death magic. I had a feeling. Hold on, guys. Yep. You see everything coming out? They are non-stop. Non-stop. It's like I don't even know, bro. It's crazy. Death magic rituals. Yes, they're a thing. Dark rituals that work with the energy of death to control or cause harm to someone, influencing their health or well-being. Remember, Aquarius, I said your energy feels like you are detached, disconnected. There's nothing there. It is gray. This is why, boo-boo. And it took me a minute because I was like, what is going on? Aquarius's energy never feels like this. This is so off of what it normally feels like. What is going on? And I'm looking and I'm like, somebody's doing this to Aquarius. Holy crap. And it was like, everything around me lit up. I was like, yep, holy shit. Okay. Silent binding spells, rituals done covertly to bind a person's will, which is a no-no, keeping them stuck or under another's influence without their knowledge. With somebody, not even knowing you're with a whole ass demon. Okay? And this has been coming out in bits and pieces over the readings, which, they're trying to stop. I've had a couple of readings recently that I recorded and everything was fine. Went to, edit, because I usually take out like all the little spaces so, they're not as long for you guys. And there was no sound. But it's like the video before that and after that worked fine. But for that one, no sound. And it was always when something, juicy came out. Revenge spells focused on causing harm or retaliating against someone who has wronged the practitioner, often with a focus on making them feel the same pain they caused. I told you. It's their hissy fit. It's their temper tantrum because they're not getting what they want. Hoodoo spells, dark forms of folk magic that aim to control or cause harm to others through spiritual means. Jinxes, a lighter, more subtle form of negative spell work aimed at disrupting someone's day-to-day life, causing small annoyances or bad luck. Sometimes you think you're just off, right? It's, oh man, yeah, I've been having problems with this and I've been having problems with that. Blah, 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 blah. and it's, some of you guys might even be like, oh, it's Mercury retrograding again. Is it, oh, it's the damn full moon. Is it blah, blah, blah. It's like they can be so minor, so insignificant that you really don't think anything about it, but they're happening for a reason and they're happening purposely. Emotional prison, being trapped by one's emotional state or past trauma, unable to break free from recurring cycles of negativity. And that's exactly what they want. That is how they wear someone down. And when they start to break through that psychological, and energetic and emotional manipulation, they just lay it on thicker. And when someone stays trapped like this, right, then you've gotten the soul depletion, and all of this stuff going on, and you don't even realize it. Rituals of eternal struggle, ceremonies that aim to create continuous conflict, struggle, or adversity in a person's life, hindering their success and happiness. They are doing this, causing people, in the collective, in the spiritual, industry, whatever, community, like shadow banning, like their business isn't growing, there's no views, they're not reaching anybody, they're, losing income, they're alone, they're isolated for long periods of time. I'm not talking 6 months, y'all. Longer than that, okay? A year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And you're like, what is going on? I'm doing good stuff here. What's going on? No, it's because this is not one person doing it. This is massive. And it's like, I just heard mining again. Like they have found a way to get money. They're showing me the movie Office Space, red stapler. Don't they take like a penny or something off of? They do something. Don't they do something there where they like take a little bit off so that shave a little bit off the top. Nobody notices it. And it ends up coming up to like millions of dollars. They're showing me that. Nothing's accidental, guys. Ritual of broken spirits, dark ceremonies aimed at destroying a person's sense of self, leaving them emotionally shattered or spiritually disconnected. 4444 on the damn timer when I just looked up. Elemental hexing, rituals using the power of elemental forces, which earth, fire, air, water, to create harmful imbalances or manipulations in a person's life. I'm telling you, they do not fucking stop, guys. They don't stop. And honestly, I feel like I might have been called to do the Aquarius reading right now because it's the Scorpio full moon tonight. And I am very connected to the moon energy. So what they do to me I'm kind of like, not being cocky, but like when it comes to that kind of stuff, bulletproof. Like I'm just like, what's that? Oh, that ain't mine. And it's like, So it feels like it like opened up something for me because it's like they harness that heavy energy. It's kind of leaving like vulnerabilities that by the time they see this, they're not going to know about, it's already going to be over. So they're not going to know. So, but there's stoppages and things being blocked. Yeah, I just heard channels being shut down. Energetic channels being shut down. Some are, there's something about, it's like they're giving me like a moon sickness, a lunar sickness, kind of like, I just heard crazy. They go crazy. Okay. So like lunacy. I just heard the dark goddesses are sick of their shit. I don't know, whoever's doing this, they're patsies. They're not even qualified to be doing what they're doing. And they're calling on dark goddesses and deities that voluntarily work with and protect the light workers, certain, other people, the ones they want to attack. That's a big no-no. Well, all of this is a big no-no. What the hell are we talking about? None of this is okay. Remember I said something about like the mind thing? Foreign thoughts or beliefs planted within a person's mind through manipulation, causing them to act against their will or nature. Psychic implants. Remember I said something about DURG? Mind control, DURG. There are ways that they can do this. Thank you again, Spirit, for more confirmations. I've been reporting about this for a while now. It keeps coming out. All that energy that they're sending out and it's not going anywhere and they think that they're doing something. Spirit just kind of took my attention to the back of this card. It's like there is someone kind of building up a gigantic energy ball that's going to be thrown back at them. Okay, metaphorically or whatever. You're not going to see it, obviously. I just heard many will go. It can't be stopped. There have been like catastrophic consequences to the things they've been doing. And because it's done, you know, in different areas and things like that, and on the internet, it's not like we all talk to each other, you know? You don't realize it. But we're getting stronger as a collective, and that is why they've turned the dial up. They're cray-cray, okay? They're fucking cray-cray. So, I'm going to move these. Y'all. They're projecting while you're traveling. Look at. To make somebody miss out on an opportunity. But their collective's too strong. Their boundaries are up. So they're not, you know, there's not going to be a loss. There's not going to be a loss. It's not going to make it where they want it to go because they're trying to. This is, and that came up in Scorpio's reading, was the motor vehicle, you know, car accident. Thank you. Yep. Moon magic. They're doing moon magic. I just heard against somebody who's like, I just heard reincarnation of the, like a huge triple goddess moon deity. Like what, these people do not know who they're attacking. It's a very entitled energy. Like no one will know it's them. No one will know they're doing it. Like the dark goddesses are just for dark workers. Like when you are truly healed, you know, there's a lot of us that work with the dark and light. We have mastered that. Our shadow doesn't control us. We control it. It's like there's, I don't know, there's like this sense of grandeur, like above everybody. Like it doesn't make any sense. But that's what they're doing. Did you see how fast that shit flew out there? They are fucking with the wrong ones. This is like going after somebody or treating somebody poorly, right? Because you think they're just a commoner. Okay, say if you're an uppity person. You think they're just a commoner. And then somebody famous walks through the door and you're like, oh, blah, blah, you know, oh my gosh. And you're like all over there, nutsack. And that famous person walks up to the commoner, right? And then that person's like, oh, wait, they know them? Shit, who is that? You wouldn't know this person, you know, from Jane or John Doe. They are very unassuming. You know who they are, the strength they have, what they do, their spiritual rank is, nothing. And it feels like that's why these people were chosen for what they're doing, because they are humble. They, you know, they have humility. They're not out here, you know, boasting that I am the OG, blah, blah, blah. Like, what? They're not doing that. Because what the fuck? Right? That's between them and their spirit team. It's shit to do with the rest of everybody else. Who cares? So they don't know. And then I'm sorry. I think it's funny. It's very much for me like, oh, that's what you get for doing that. Oops. You know, it's a very simple rule. Don't do shitty things. Don't be mean to people. This is not hard. Be a good human. This is not difficult. Yeah, I just heard exactly. This one, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. I don't know if we're going to get a court card or something or what this is, but I'm going to see if I can give you guys any type of info. Thank you. Eight of Pentacles. Look at this. Someone's got a lot of stuff racked up. I just heard, yes, they do. They're trying to build something. An eye, a wand. They're doing sex magic. They're trying to, oh my God. Now, there's a couple things here, okay? Do you see how like that looks kind of red and somebody could be dealing with something like that? There's also something about trying to harness some kind of energy through them, and it's related to sight, third eye, etc. Oh my God. Do you see how closely she's looking at that? The red. This is like, I just heard open channel. And like all watching at once to do different chants and stuff. Oh God, that is... Guys, I'm gonna fucking puke. Look at this. I'm gonna... Because somebody is a unicorn? They have rare energy? Something is... It's a connection to somebody? Oh my God. Give me a second here, guys. It is the sun in Virgo. Eight of Pentacles is the sun in Virgo. It could be a Virgo sun sign. Like that's their main sign. So they've been born during the time of Virgo, right? The season of Virgo. Or something started in the season of Virgo. Like that's when it developed. Yeah, very committed to this. Oh my God. Like, man, I wonder too if like somebody made money doing that, which is extremely fucking disgusting to me. This getting exposed, arrested, I mean, that seems to like be, it goes without saying. The DNA test. You know, if you have, can't imagine there's many of my viewers who are a man and have somebody pregnant, and you know what I mean? That it's like if you have an off feeling, you're going to know. Why accessing content on phone or computer without, what are they trying to access here? Trying to hack into something? Oh, they're trying to swap stuff around. Yeah. They're trying to swap stuff around. Yeah, they're like trying to, I heard role reversal. Make it look like someone else is doing something. Sorry. They're trying to sweep stuff under the rug. They're trying to clean stuff up and make it look at full moon. I told you, this is moon. They're doing shit with the moon energy. And they're trying to like reverse things, make things work in their favor, take things away, make things end for you, raise for them. But all of this energy that they put out, it's getting sent back. This is giving the full moon. This is illuminating it. Full moons are about culminations. The things go away. It's ending. This is not, I told you, this is not ending. It's like time's up. This is, oh my gosh. They've been doing something a while too. Years, okay? They've been doing something a while. They regret making you feel replaceable. Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. They regret making you feel replaceable. Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. This is like somebody only cared about money. That's all that made them feel happy. Like as long as, like they didn't need you. Type energy. The Empress at the bottom of the fucking deck. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. I mean, this goes without saying. They got to hide that money, right? These are your cycles over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, discord with friends. I'm getting like, why isn't this working? Why isn't something working? Look at this. There is fighting. They're worried. They're worried. This witch's bottle with the nails, those are protection bottles. This is like how many nails you put in? What else did you put in there? Did you put it right? Did you do this step? Did you do that? Like, what did you say? When did you do it? Because they're trying to do so much. There's so many hands in the pot. I mean, probably literally, that they can't, like, shit's not working. Shit's not working. Look at this. Shit's not working like they expect it to. And they're fighting. Man, dude, that is like fucking wild. Hiding their addictions. I mean, this goes without saying. Sexual relation with friends. Love bombing. You know what that is. Misuse, abuse of authority. We already know what the financial fraud is. They're doing this for personal financial gain. They've been doing this a minute. Seven of Pentacles. They've been doing this a minute. Ace of Swords. watching something. Somebody's been abusing their authority. They're watching someone come in, like, they're using someone that shouldn't be doing what they're doing to watch people come and go in their homes so they know certain things. The toad. I gotta look at what the toad means, but here's the candles. I gotta look at what the toad means because I forget what the toad means. I feel like it's abundance and protection, but I'm not sure. Hold on. Oh, I don't like the way this feels. They were doing transformational magic, and trying to change things around, change paths, change you, the way something looks, you look, your stability, your everything. They were trying to hinder things. Candle magic. Because why not, right? It's totally fine, yo. It's totally fine. Like, yeah. Witch's circle. Oh my god. Man, that's kind of given. They're everywhere. Crazy asset. Yeah. Wow. Oh my god. See, they have so many different moving parts. I mean, that is even the same thing. Knows they're exposed and about to go on the run. Who is going on the run? Exposure. Who's going on the run? No. Like, imprisonment. An alpha. Masculine. Oh, yeah, they've got some leader. Masculine leader. Some assertive leader. They've got him trapped. Emperor energy. They've got somebody trapped. A boss energy. Look at this. In a relationship. Look at that. And it's that they're not. Oh my god. I just heard scapegoat and fall guy. Oh my god. And then I just heard not going to happen. Could be a Cancer. Could be somebody in Cancer season. Could happen in Cancer season. It could be a Cancer. Could be somebody's sibling. Could be somebody's fucking family. Look at this. Promiscuity. Oh my god. Don't tell me. Don't tell. It was this bitch's idea. I just heard show her right. It was this bitch's idea. Look at this. Oh my god. Queen of Wands reverse energy is a fucking narcissist. Source is exposing someone's insecurities, their envious ways, their self-doubts, and they're pissed. Look at this. Envious of a fucking starseed. That's what it's all about. I just heard they had a chance. They chose the wrong path. Starseeds lead by example. Even when it's like you're not doing something to fit in. You say the thing that needs to be said, even if other people are going to look at you like you're fucking crazy. Somebody received a gift. They received, I'm telling you. Oh my god. Somebody didn't want, oh my god. Envious. That somebody else was going to receive something and not them. They didn't think that somebody should have had something. So they lied. Gemini. There's a Gemini up here. Can't stop thinking about you. Somebody lied to somebody's family. Oh, God. And said that they're the healer? Yep, they're the healer. Baby. They lied on a starseed. That pissed fucking Divine off. Somebody went overboard. They were pissed. Oh, baby. Somebody did something. Yep, look at this. What we got, baby boo? Hiding. Okay, the protection. Oh, somebody was protected all along. The gargoyles. Yeah, somebody was protected all along. Okay. Oh my god. Auto protection. Somebody's got innate abilities. Okay, they're not. Oh my god. I told you somebody went after the wrong fucking person. And I just heard yes, they did. It was like they were doing something methodically and then they ramped stuff up. Okay, I just heard because they hit a powerful energy, so they wanted to harvest that. They ramped some kind of attack up. That's where they fucked up. Instead of stopping and questioning something, they just kept going. Yeah, ooh, baby. A practitioner refused services because they got a backfire when they went to, so they went to someone else, and then they started doing it themselves. What the hell? Yeah, they were trying, they're like sending ugly spells to make someone leave their spouse. And they were successful. Look at this. And they were successful. They got someone to leave their divine partner. And I just heard the divorce is final. They broke up a family. Caused harm to children. Like, these people do not give a shit. They do not give a shit. I just heard for that they will be severely punished. They're not getting out of something. I'm telling, look at the owl. Baby. Speaking straight truths up in her. This is like, how... I feel like somebody's watching this going, fucking thank God, when is this happening finally? It's like someone's been terrorized. And then it just started going to other people. I mean, it's been, oh my God. This is giving that misuse, abuse of power. Somebody's been like exchanging information and shit for a long time. They know the truth, but they're not saying anything. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, spiritual tax. Okay, we know about that. This can be anything. I mean, it technically could probably even be marijuana for some people. But in some other places, it's worse. Because there's something about, yeah, I just heard there's something about the sex magic. I'm not getting into that because that's disgusting to me. Because everything they're doing is disgusting. You see this? Remember I told you about that stuff? There's record of all this shit, and they don't realize like who has what and how they can get into it. I just heard someone on the inside, and it's too late now because everything's been turned in. And then I just heard, haha, bitches. But the things that they've done to people, like this is, I just heard damn near comatose. Males. This is not the first time this has come out, y'all. It's fucking females doing this to people. This is a group of, they are the fucking worst. They are the fucking worst. And they're not single. No. I told you. They go around and they hop with whoever they can get. I'm telling you. It's been going on for a while. And they've just been branching and making their organization fucking bigger. I'm telling you guys, this shit's been coming out. Man, I'm hearing like all kinds of stuff at once. I just heard shackles on the docket, arraignment, warrants, arrest. Yeah, and then I just set up army fatigues. What the fuck that mean? And then I just heard I'm going in. Something, it's been everywhere, right? There's been motels, hotels, factories, funeral parlors of all fucking places. Disgusting. Small towns because they go unnoticed. The things go unnoticed, especially if the building looks like boarded up or like it's an old shop and nobody's there. Or like private clubs that are like religious or whatever. They have storefronts. Like they're unassuming. It's been going on a while. And all these things have different shit, like hidden clubs and exclusive little cults, and they do crazy shit. And if they stay in these little podunk towns, you know, not like in the super mainstream, but like right outside of them, they're very unsuspecting because it's a small town. There isn't a fucking ton of traffic on the streets at night. They can sneak in and out. They can do things. Hell, sometimes their buildings, there's nobody else around the damn building. Like, they're not dumb. They didn't just start doing this. I've named towns, places, businesses, addresses, hotels. I've named specifics. I have seen them. Shit that I didn't even know existed until I looked it up after the reading and was like, holy shit, that was real. Like, I don't need confirmation from anybody about my gifts because after I give a reading and I look it up and I'm like, damn. That was, wow. Like, I described park and where it was located and what was in it. And I was like, is that even a fucking thing? Like, I saw it in my head and I got all the info. I went on fucking Google Maps after my reading and I was like, holy shit. That's real. I think I sat frozen in place for like 30 minutes. I was so shocked at how crazy accurate it was. I was like, holy shit. It was insane. And there are many of us on this platform with those kinds of gifts. And we give that kind of information. And we have no fucking clue about the shit. And it's real. Spot on. It's fucking crazy. But we have the gifts for a purpose. And I'm telling you, it's to expose what they're doing, because it's not just financial fraud. This is dealing with, I just heard, human trafficking. It is little things that are connected on a much grander scale, y'all. It all ties in. I have a strong feeling pretty soon those that say we are quacks, we're full of shit, everything else, are going to be sitting there with their mouth open like, holy shit, there's something to that, isn't there? Yeah, we're not crazy. I mean, when we're going through awakenings, we question it enough ourselves. But after so many confirmations, you can't question it anymore. It's like, why am I still questioning it? I know it's not fake. But people do. They pass it off, as like drama or storytelling or just wanting attention or whatever. That's not what it fucking is. I have no interest in that. Zero. I have no interest in sending somebody on a fucking wild goose chase or having them do something that's not going to help them. And I also have no interest in just reading cards and giving you basic book definitions of what the card is and then telling you what they are. I'm not going to do that either, because anybody can fucking do that. Like, I came to this platform because I started getting messages and I started getting vision. And I was like, what the hell? What is going on? And then it was like, I kept getting pushed to do YouTube. And I was like, YouTube? Y'all, I didn't even know people did this shit on YouTube. And I kept getting pushed to do it. I watched and I was like, oh, wait, there are more people that go through this. Oh, I'm not crazy. It was astounding to me. And it helped me so much because I thought I was going nuts. And it wasn't. It turned out I wasn't. And helped me learn a lot. And, when you have these things, it's like it's the first time that you feel at home in something. You don't feel like you don't feel awkward. You don't feel like an outsider. It's like something that just feels like normal to you. And I never had that. It was like, holy shit. And there's a ton of us on here like this. If I was just getting on here to read cards with book definitions, I would not be fucking doing this. I would go do something else. Like, that doesn't seem helpful to me, because anybody can do that. Anybody can learn the definitions of the cards and read the cards. It's not difficult. We all have different gifts. We all have different ways of expressing them and different messages to bring for a reason. And I'm telling you, it's like there's all these little tidbits. They all go together, and it's for these fuckers because it's much bigger. And there's already been exposures of certain things. And there'll be more. And they have had backfires already. They have had issues happen already. And it was like they laid low or tapered down for a bit. And then once the heat was off, it's like they ramped back up and shit started happening again. And 2026, right? The year of 10. It's ending. They think they're getting away with it. They're not. It's already in the works. It's already in motion. I say that very confidently. You'll see, y'all. And I'm not really one to blow smoke up somebody's ass unless I feel that in my fucking bones. I feel it in my bones. Aquarius, I hope this gave you confirmation for something. I hope it helped you maybe understand why something is a certain way, or why you feel the way, or why somebody else feels a way. If you need to reach out to me or anything, just vent, whatever you can. My email is in the description box below. I appreciate you guys watching, and I really do hope this helped. Please keep being a good human. All right? Love one another, support one another, nurture one another, lift each other up, empower each other. See somebody down, smack them on their ass and say, straighten your crown. Let's get them, baby. Let's go. Get them moving. Remind people of their own power. Encourage them to stand in it. Give the day good you. Because oftentimes it's an arsehole. And the only thing we can control is ourselves. Right? So give the day good, you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Till next time. Peace.